Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have not one but two incredible athletes joining us, Holly Tynan and Lucy McGonigle. They feel way more at home in the CrossFit world, but we've wrote them into chatting to us after we spotted them at HYROX Dublin. Both amazing CrossFit athletes, Holly reaching the semi-finals multiple times and Lucy debuting at the CrossFit Games this year. So we can't wait to learn from them both and also see how they got on running in HYROX. And we know CrossFitters are really fans of running. I mean, we've just been talking about running before this. So we should probably dive into how the HYROX went. Thanks for joining us, girls. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having
Yeah,
us.
thanks for having us.
So on that topic then, I don't know whose idea it was. I mean, you can tell us whose idea it was to do
It
HYROX Dublin.
it was mine. It was mine. Basically, I was just after the game season had happened, I took a bit of my training just to focus basically more on running and high rocks and just that style of training. So I roped into Holly to join in me for Dublin, but she completely crushed me.
Yeah, but you were ill, so you had an excuse.
Yeah. So like I'd been training literally for like 2 months, like basically for it. I was still doing CrossFit and whatever, but mainly for this. And then the 2 weeks before well, whenever I was at Rogue, I got really sick and got the bug and didn't train for 2 weeks, and it kind of killed me on game day. But it was still good. Like High Rocks, I don't know. I always find them fun. It was just I had a few dark moments in there where Holly just carried me through.
And
It
Holly,
was good fun.
were you just up for it when Lucy said it, or were you like, oh God, I'm not sure about this?
Yeah, no, I was like, let's go for it because I also didn't really fancy running that much. But then I was like, let's just do it. It'll both get us better at running.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, fair. Because generally, I guess, like, I mean, most people probably know, but if they don't know in the CrossFit world, like, I suppose maybe they've thrown in a few longer things like bigger like tournaments, but generally the running is like what, 400 meters or
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Anywhere
say
under like 5K. 5K is like
yeah,
max.
yeah.
exactly. And especially if you're just doing CrossFit at like in like classes and day to day, it's definitely not anywhere near like that on Mountain High Rocks.
Yeah.
Do you think because there's like been quite a few like the Wells sisters have come across and done like high rocks and like Tia's obviously doing a high rocks and there's
Yeah.
definitely like a merge now, I suppose with Proven as well, like a merge of like high rocks and CrossFit. Do you think more CrossFit athletes are starting to look and add a bit more endurance or a bit more running into their programs or
I think, well, for me, it just worked perfectly because I'm not a strong runner. It was like, it's not as obviously it's not just running, like because obviously that isn't CrossFit, so it adds in a bit of the more, suppose, kind of sports specific to CrossFit because you're running into other stuff. It's just obviously a lot longer, but I don't know. I think we will probably see more people do it in the future, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Mm.
Holly, would you do another one? Or is that you've like one and done, you're like, okay, tried it
No,
out. Go be it.
the minute we finished, we were like,
We
when's
need
the
to do,
next one?
yeah.
Okay.
I never thought I would say it. I thought I'd be like, one and done, that's it. But no.
When is the next one? Is it booked?
Oh no, we haven't booked it.
Yeah, no, we need to though. We
Because
need to get
because
looking soon.
our like season kind of starts end of February. So if we can maybe fit one in, I don't know, after, before, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
even know because I don't really know too much about High Rocks. When Lucy said it, I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Didn't even I thought that it went ski, then row. Thought the sleds were at the end until on the day Lucy was like, no, the sleds are like midway. I had no idea.
You just like running into the row station and no one else is there.
Record time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get to the end and there's like an hour penalty.
Yeah.
I mean, High Rocks works a bit better. Well, I don't know. It's different to CrossFit, isn't it? Because just for your info, Hall, it like runs all year round. There's literally, I think you could do a race pretty much every weekend if you wanted to. Right now, it's actually crazy.
Class.
If you were happy to travel, but like
Yeah.
there's a lot of European races as well, isn't there?
I think we
So,
just need to look at the calendar and then try and see what we
yeah.
can do.
Yeah,
That's kind of it.
definitely. And they're always packed. Like there's one in London.
Yeah.
I think,
This weekend.
yeah, because we originally couldn't get a ticket to Dublin, and then I looked at London, and you had to be like, it was something crazy, like 20,000 in like the line or something. I was like, there's no way I'm
Getting a
getting
ticket.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it is like quite hard now. But I think with them growing, they're like opening up more spots, so it's like getting a bit easier and a bit better.
Yeah.
I'm really intrigued, like, did you like run into the sleds and like when you pick up the sandbags to do the lunges, are you like, what the hell, this is so light? Like, or does it still feel hard?
For me, it felt like, because everyone had told me in the gym, they were like, sleds is so hard. Oh my God, the carpet's so hard to push on, blah, blah. And I was like, oh God. Didn't even, I didn't train one because we don't have turf in this gym yet. It's coming. But I was like, I'll just wing it, see what happens. Walked in and I pushed it and I was like, this is way easier than what people were saying. What are they talking about?
I think for me, I trained it a bit, but I don't like. I remember the sled pull for me was honestly like the worst moment of my life. I like went to pull it and I just literally couldn't. And Holly honestly done about, I'm gonna say like 80% of it. Like it was so bad. But apart, like, see, for the lunges, and normally whenever I was training and doing it, it doesn't feel like super heavy. It always feels like I can move the weight, but it's always hard just because your heart rate's so high.
Yeah.
Because like,
Do you think?
oh God.
Oh, I was going to say, have you done anything like in the CrossFit world? Have you done any kind of event that's been like similar to it, that's like kept your heart rate so high and it stayed at it, like erg based?
We did one in France last year. Remember the run into lunge, into overhead lunge? That was literally, it was like it was a 400-meter run into 20-meter lunge or something like that. 10 up, 10 back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty similar.
Overhead,
and then
overhead lunge with a barbell.
Yeah.
The barbell. What was on the barbell?
Was it 42?
I think or 42 or 47. I think it was 42. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like, imagine if they brought that into HYROX. And everyone had to pick up a 42-kilo barbell and then lunge it overhead.
But then I think like even at semis in 24, or was it 24? I think it was 24. There was 5 rounds of 800-meter run, 10 clean and jerks.
Yeah. Oh my God. Remember that? People went out so hot. I mean, you were like, whoa, and then died.
Yeah, I died. I came last.
So in HYROX, did you go out hot, or did you guys? I mean, yeah, it wasn't really fair, was it? Because you weren't feeling very well, Lucy. So like, kind of just held you back anyway.
On the start line, we were like, we're not going hot, and then I was like, let's just stick with these two, like used to, because you know what you're doing. We'll just stay close. You talk off. I was like, oh God, people are running way quicker than we want to.
Yeah,
it was hard though with the like being on a hamster wheel. You know, it was like round and round and round. And I felt like it was quite difficult to like get in your own running pace, like in that venue.
Because you get competitive then. Like there's someone in front of you and you're like, I need to catch them.
Yeah.
Then they might even be nowhere near you in the run.
Yeah. And then I think the wave that we were in for HYROX Dublin, that like all us 4 were in together, like that was such a strong wave, because it had like,
oh my days,
like so many elite 15 athletes that, like, Gabby and Zara were in it, and like
they were rapid. They were absolutely rapid.
It wasn't really a very fair like first like HYROX for you guys, and like at least we knew that like the like duos that were going to go like and smash it and be like 5 minutes ahead of everyone, but like it was a pretty tough wave. It was like a crazy race. I think so many were turning up to like get a good time on the, like, to get themselves into the next major, that it just became...
us not even having a plan.
Yeah, I know.
Except for the nose strips.
Yeah,
they
were a good shout.
That's it. That was all we needed.
We could breathe with them.
And the carb gels. Nose strips and carb gels.
That's the key, just the nose strip. But I actually, like, I've never worn one before, and I thought it was actually amazing.
Class, isn't it?
And it matched, Zone 8, were they Zone 8?
Yeah, Zone 8. Yeah, really good.
And you've, just while I'm on that, you've definitely got a code for it, haven't you? If people want to try out
yes.
those.
I think it's Tynan 20. I'm so bad for remembering my codes, but I'm pretty sure it's Tynan 20.
I'll look that for you, put it in the notes.
Yeah.
They're definitely, like, more people are wearing them now. Like, more people
they
are
are.
wearing those.
Yeah.
Even like I've been wearing them for sleep and all. And they're so good. They like I really, really like them.
Yeah, I'm the same. You sleep so
And,
good with them.
and you think like they're gimmicky, but they actually work. Because whenever they first came out, I think I was a bit like, oh, there's like this is just
Yeah.
another stupid thing to make money.
Yeah.
But they're really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
to be
thought
fair,
that, then Holly, the sight it matches your outfit. It's pink, so I was like,
Have to wear it.
that's the only reason why Em tried it. If it had been blue
That's
or
funny.
something, there's no
No
way she would have put
chance.
it. And then we got to the wall balls, and the guy, I even remember doing it. We were on a wall ball 80 or something. And he went, oh, the girls, they've got 20 left, and they've even got matching nose strips or something. I was like, that is so funny.
That's funny.
Everyone noticed.
yeah.
Cheers for that.
So then, what about like? I guess CrossFit is known for like the strength side of things, and like I mean, you just said you did a workout with like 45 kilo overhead lunges, and people in HYROX would kind of be like, "Oh my God," and run away from that. Like, how do you think it can cross over, or like what could you suggest now you've done a HYROX? Like, is there anything that you would say, like strength wise, if someone was really good at running, that they could maybe look to add into their training or focus on? Or do you think doing like CrossFit Metcons can help with HYROX? I mean, you can both have an opinion. I don't, Morris.
I think it's like if you can move heavier weights under a heart rate, HYROX you're gonna find easy. So like for us, like we're used to lifting heavy weights under a little bit of fatigue and stuff. So going into that, we were like, oh, like the weights aren't going to be an issue. But for us, it was more the run that was going to be the issue. But if running's your stronger point, then like I can see how the sleds and stuff would be heavier and harder. Yeah. And that would probably jack your heart rate more than it probably jacked for us too. Whereas it was a flip. Yeah.
And I think if you are a good runner and you do have CrossFit and you want to get into HYROX, like you've already got such an advantage because running is like basically 50% of it. I don't know exactly what percent of it is, but so like you've already got a head start, and like the sleds and all will come along because they're just like if you train them, they just will get better, I suppose.
Yeah, totally. Do you guys do much? You must do like quite a bit of erg work. How did you find the ergs? How did you split it between you guys? Like, did you go like fast and like?
Yeah, we kind of went, well, for the ski, what we did was 30 seconds, didn't we? 30 seconds.
Yeah,
on,
we done 30
off.
seconds.
And that seemed to work. And then the row was just however you felt, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't even remember the row.
Did I end up doing like 400?
You row, Lucy? Or was it just...
Holly's like, yeah, I think I did about
That's probably why I don't remember it.
Probably because Holly ran straight there after the ski.
I was gone. She was pushing the sled. I was on the rower.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
But I think for us, the ergs was like the recovery, wasn't it? Like we didn't, we can still push a hard pace, but it's like the easy part for us.
Yeah, there's no point trying to for me there's no point trying to push the rower because it's like 5 seconds versus being completely messed up going into the next run, which like it's not worth it. I
think for us what we did on that ski, we were like mid-pack on the ski, but I'm pretty sure we came off like second, and even like we were just holding a steady pace on the 30 seconds. So we were able to catch people on the stations, but then the runs they were catching us, so it was like cat and mouse kind of game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's so interesting, isn't it, when it works like that? And then you think if you maybe just felt a little bit better, Lucy, and like you guys could push the runs a little bit, like it would be interesting to see where you are.
Yeah, that's what we said. We'll have to do another one
so
when you're
on
stations.
Because even like I've gotten back into training all normally now, and even just seeing like my paces and where I'm at now, I'm just like, oh, it's so annoying because you train so hard and then it goes. So that's why I definitely, like, literally as soon as we finished, I was like, we need to do another one. We need to find another one. So no, definitely it will be interesting to see how we do when we're fully fit. Well, when I'm fully fit.
Yeah. And then how you just said about not being fully fit for that race because you were ill. How do you deal with, because like you guys must have done like some huge competitions, well you have. How do you deal with not feeling like 100% on the day? Because it's really hard you've worked so hard, especially for CrossFit, to qualify, and then you get to this like big stage or whatever, you're at the semis and you need to perform on that day, and then you get ill or injured. Or how do you deal with that situation if someone's going through it now? Like,
I was similar in France because when I went to semis, I was like, feel so good. I'm so ready for this. First days in France, I was like feeling ill, no energy, no fatigue. It's so frustrating. That's the most frustrating part. But all you can kind of do is like do what you usually do, eat well, sleep well, recover, and then hopefully by day 2 you're like, I'm back to normal somewhat.
Yeah, yeah. I would say for me, I just try and like convince my like especially if I'm competing on the day, I just convince myself I feel normal, because like I like just try and pretend like even whenever I get sick, I hate whenever people say to me, "Oh, you're getting sick. You like you sound sick or something." Because in my head, I'm just like, if I don't
No, I'm
think about
not.
it, I'm not
I'm
sick.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like power of the mind. Like if you don't
Yeah.
think you are, you've like it.
It's not
Sometimes it's
happening.
got a lot to say,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah, like
Yeah.
your body can get through stuff if you're like, I've just got to do it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
oh, fair.
And then Holly, you said about like kind of HYROX is basically just holding a high heart rate, running and like pushing the weights. Like what about I guess in CrossFit, like you guys have really good muscular endurance. Like you can like cycle a barbell and like do repetitive like movements with like quite a heavy weight. Like how would you suggest someone kind of builds that in or
Train for it.
like builds up to that?
Like I would say you got to start off with lightweight and then get reps on reps. When those reps feel easy, I would then add weight. Like as we do in here, like you have to move well before you add weight. Well, we would never say to someone, let's go and add 50, 60 kilos to the bar if you've never lifted it, because that's probably not going to happen. You're probably going to get injured. So start light, build, do your reps, move well, and then add weight. And that weight will come pretty quick. Once you're moving well, that's the easy part.
Yeah, getting the technique and like
Yeah,
movement first and then
exactly. Yeah.
on top.
That's the hardest part, trying to hold people back sometimes. They just want to go, go, go. And we're like,
Yeah.
no, it's you will benefit more going lighter in like 6 weeks' time. You'll be like, oh, this feels easy now. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
And you're talking from like a coach's point of view,
Yeah.
and then like an athlete's point of view. Are you similar? Like, I don't know, like Rob Lawson does your coaching. Does he have to hold you back, or like, are you?
Sometimes, and I'm like, oh, I'll just put it on, and he's like, no, you don't need to.
It's like the frustrations of a coach versus
Yeah.
like the athlete that just wants to get going.
It flips. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have been sensible though, because when you get injured, then you realize you're like, it's not worth it. Because
Mm.
one lift could put you out for months. Whether if you just take it back a little bit, and you're like, I still had a heavy stimulus. It might have been a PB, but it's still there.
Yes.
Mm.
So I think that's what I've learned over the last like at least year.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
How about explosive strength, Lucy? I saw you were doing like box jumps earlier. Like
Yeah.
explosive strength for athletes. Like, is there a
Yeah.
way that's become a big thing, especially with the burpee broad jumps and stuff in HYROX and people trying to build explosive strength? Do you have any tips?
Well, I feel like for CrossFit, it's like I'm only really into CrossFit because that's what I know more about. But like whenever we're lifting weights, you're always trying to generate the most amount of force, and like that's the exact same thing from a box jump. And even just I find it helps me because I sometimes struggle to hit full extension on my lifts, so just like reinforcing that back into it. But I think for HYROX and anything like that, I think just plyometrics are always such a good thing to add because they've got so many benefits and they're also just fun to do, you know what I mean? Switches up your training a bit more.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you must enjoy and probably like the like different stimulus that CrossFit brings. Is that what attracted you to it in the first place? Because there's so many different like bits to it.
Yeah, I would say for me, I basically only started it to like get better at swimming, and I had no idea what CrossFit was. I didn't really care either, to be honest. But I think over the years, that's what's kept me like stuck to it and everything, and like loving it because there is always something you can get better at. There's always a new movement or something that comes out that you have to try and figure out, and it never gets boring. Like I remember when I used to swim. And I honestly don't know how, like, elite, because I wasn't an elite swimmer. I was literally like 10. Like, I was in the pool for maybe an hour and a half. But I don't understand how, like, swimmers or even, like, long distance runners just do the same thing for so long. I feel like CrossFit just, it adds the variety and it's just, there's so many different parts that you need to get better at. It just keeps it fun.
Yeah.
And I would have been similar. Like I was the exact same as you. I did it because of a sport before. Like I played camogie back home. I was like, oh, I need to get stronger. I'll just do CrossFit. Seen the movie and I was like, I'll just give it a crack. And then afterwards I was like, oh, maybe I'm starting to like CrossFit a little bit more than I am anything else.
Yeah.
And then I swayed.
Mm.
It like
feel
took
like-
over.
Yeah. It definitely has that, like in any sport, you want to get better at something. And I guess in CrossFit, there's always something to get better at. There's
Yeah.
always something you can like improve, whether it's your
Yeah,
gymnastics, your lifting, whether it's your aerobic, like you said, like to work on your running. And there's they add swims in and
exactly.
paddleboarding. And what did you like? Did you like the fact that when you went to go and do a HYROX, you knew what to expect and you could train for it, as
I th
opposed to training for a CrossFit event where you don't know what you're gonna get?
I actually think it was nice for once because sometimes we
Yeah.
don't find out workouts till the day, and knowing it and how you can, well, not how you can strategize it because I had no idea, but
We knew it still didn't
But-
strategize.
You didn't even know what the race was.
in the warm up,
even know the order.
one of the girls was like telling me, do this, do this, do this, and I was like, okay, thanks for the heads up.
So you like the fact that you knew what was coming, so you could prep for it,
Yeah.
but actually you didn't really know.
At least
what
I knew
was
the
coming.
movements, and I knew there was a run, 1K run and movement, simple. How bad can I mess it up?
Oh, that's good.
How do you deal with the surprise of like Lucy at the CrossFit Games not knowing what the workout's going to be? How do you deal with that and make a plan and strategize and get through it?
Yeah, to be honest, I love it. Like I love sitting in the corrals and like finding out the workouts. I just think it's really entertaining and exciting. And it's also the thing like I used to not look up to, but want to be involved with whenever I started the sport and like watch the documentaries and whenever they all got told the workouts
Yeah.
and the excitement and everything. I think it definitely does add to it. But like for preparing for it, I think you were going to do the workout anyway, and they're not going to throw something completely crazy at you. So no matter what it's going to be, you just kind of just have to switch on and do it, I suppose.
Yeah. Have you ever, what if you were sitting there now, like say like you're both at like a CrossFit competition, you're sitting there and they're going to announce like 3 workouts. What would be your worst? What would be and what would be your like favorite? If you could have a mixture of something in your favorite workout and some movements that would definitely be in your worst one, what would
I
they
would
be?
definitely choose a 1 RM deadlift for me for my favorite. Just give me one.
One lift, one rep max.
Everyone only gets one attempt.
If you fluff it on the first one, you're out. That's it.
Yeah.
Bottom of the pack. What
That's
lift
it.
would it be?
Oh, a deadlift. I like a deadlift.
Would it?
Yeah.
Oosh. And then what
Or
about the worst? Go on, Aura.
probably a running event still.
You're good at running though.
Yeah, but see in CrossFit now, people run so fast. It's not
Yeah.
like
I know.
it's like people are running like sub 4 minute kilometers
It's
easy.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Holly as well. Holly hurt her knee a wee while ago. So she didn't run at all. And whenever I was in Aberdeen, we went to the track and we were doing like these 1Ks and we finished and like I mean I was pretty puffed and Holly was like, those paces weren't as bad as I thought they were gonna be. And I was like,
But I think
okay.
it's because we do so much machines. So then
Yeah,
like let's
yeah,
say
yeah.
so we were doing like an echo bike like over a
Oh,
couple of
yeah.
weeks. And I think that
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
it keeps your endurance up. So then just having to run is
It's fine.
it's the same feeling as going on an echo bike.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. Yeah.
I think a lot of people would disagree with that.
I'm telling
For
you.
me,
It's definitely a CrossFit comment that is.
mentality.
So Lucy, what would be your favorite workout
Ooh.
or movement or something?
My favorite workout, there'd be ring muscle ups, burpee box jumps, and like a light dumbbell or barbell. And then the worst one would be running and deadlifts.
Running and deadlift.
I mean, crazy. Like the it's the variety. Like, and how do you get good at everything? I don't get it. Like, both of you are like incredible athletes at it all. Like, you just train everything you hate and everything you love, or do you actually focus more on what you hate, or I don't know.
It's kind of a mixture of both for me. Like I do stuff that I don't like, but a lot of stuff I do like. There's not a whole lot of stuff I say I would hate. Sometimes you
Yeah.
come in, you're like, oh, that's gonna be sick. But then other times you're like, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I feel like that's another part of it. Like, I wouldn't say I love running, but I don't actually hate it. Like, I like doing it and I like the feeling of getting better at it. And I think you kind of learn to just tolerate everything almost, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but yeah, it is always nice when you go in, do a day of training, knowing you've just got like everything you like instead of looking on your program and seeing like run intervals or something.
But
Disgusting.
in an afternoon of deadlifts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Holly, you just said about machine work, and like there's a lot of people that get injured, especially running, and they can't run. But yeah, you said the machine work to keep your cardio up.
Yeah.
Like, is there anything you would recommend? I know like been a lot of people that are
Bike.
saying use the Echo bike, yeah, and
Yeah.
assault bikes because it does kind of replicate the same
It
feeling of
does.
threshold on a run.
Like I'll
Uh,
even try and get, if someone can't run in a class workout, I'll try and push them to do an echo bike. Because see if people try and use like a row or a ski, it doesn't feel the same.
Yeah.
or a
A run is
C2
always
bike.
gonna C2 bike's the easy option too.
Everyone jumps on the C2 bike, don't they?
Yeah.
Me next. But we used to do a thing. We've done like weeks and weeks of like Miko's triangle. So it's like 40-minute EMOM. You move every minute. Bike, row, ski. You pick a calorie that you want to hit every set and do that. And like it's 40 minutes. So like HYROX isn't too far off a 40-minute time cap as well. So if you're just moving for 40 minutes constantly in an endurance, it's pretty much the same thing as if you were to go for a run. You're going to get your heart rate up regardless.
But the problem
it-
is, I do Miko's triangle, and the one that is just the worst is the like assault bike and the echo bike. I just like it's hell. Like
Yeah. It's just that lactic build is so quick.
yeah. Like what do you like? Say you were doing a workout and there was like 50 cals on the echo bike at the end or something like that. How do you break it down in your head, or do you like look at your RPM, or do you look at your watts, or do you count your like
For me, it's
calories go
RPM.
up for the first like 10 seconds, or do your calories stay like mine and don't move?
That one takes the
you think the
longest.
bike's broken at the beginning, and then you're like,
Yeah. I always look at RPM because I know my pace is that like I can like cruise that, I can push that, and then I can just hold it steady at. So I think that's the thing for me that I hold at. But if it's at the end of a workout, I think that's you don't really look at anything else. You kind of just close your eyes and you're like, this is it.
No.
I'm in for death.
Yeah.
imagine if they put one in a HYROX. I think that would be so interesting.
I think they should.
That would be good. Imagine if they had it at like 100 cals at the end
Instead of 100 wall
instead of the wall balls.
or 100 wall
People
balls
just
into 100
so
cal
crazy.
assault bike.
Planet Road wasn't there with the
Yeah.
and was it 50 cal sandwich?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like, did they do sandbag carries and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and they finished with that.
And I think I was just trying to think like, how were they like, are you going in with a plan, or are you just literally like closing your eyes and going?
Going at it. I think people just go at it, isn't
end.
it? You can't hold on. If it's at the start of a workout, maybe you're looking at it a little bit different. But the end of it, it's like, who wants it more?
Yeah.
Who wants to hurt the most?
Like Holly, you look so happy talking about assault bikes and echo bikes.
I've done so many of them in the last like, year. I'm like, I'm used to it.
Absolutely buzzing about it.
I know everything about an assault bike or an echo bike now. I've got it down to a T.
Assault bikes are easier than an echo bike.
I think so. I haven't had an assault bike in years though, because I've only really used echoes.
Yeah, they're both just grim though. You know what I mean?
They're both the same. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I feel like it moves a bit, like the assault bike isn't so chunky.
Yeah.
A bit better.
I actually think it's harder than, I'm going to say it's probably harder than running. So then when you go to run, like if someone's injured, then they're like, oh, maybe my running feels easy because that's been so hard.
Thank God I'm off this.
Yeah.
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 Top tip. That could be the strap line for the podcast. Like,
Stop running, use a assault bike.
And then what about maybe Lucy, we start with you first. How did you get into like the competitive side of CrossFit? Like, did you just decide to do the open one year, or how did the journey, and maybe also like for anyone listening that doesn't know the process or like how it works with the open and things, could you explain that?
So I started whenever I was 9, so I had no idea about the like open or anything like that. And I just remember, I can't honestly remember my first couple of years of the open, but I'm pretty sure I did do it every year from I joined. But I just kind of thought it was like a fun couple of weeks. Everyone got together, do a workout, whatever. And then I remember the year before, um, whenever I was 13, because the earliest you can qualify or you can put in your actual scores is 14. 14 to there's a 14 and 15 division and then a 16 to 17-year-old division. So whenever I was 13, I done it with the 14 to 15-year-old weights and everything. And I was looking after, and my coach at the time told me I think I would have came like 8th or something. And I was like, I didn't really think anything of it or about it at the time. And then the next year it was during COVID, so the open was like kind of a lot smaller. Like I just went to the gym with my mom, dad, and coach to do it. Like there was no people around or whatever. But after that, I came second that year, and then I think that was whenever I don't think I ever thought about it as competing competitively like ever. I think it just naturally like I qualified for something and I had to go do it, and then it was the next step up to qualify for a different competition and then try to do that, and it just kept on building gradually.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Holly, what about you? How did you first like do the
It was
open?
I think it was the same pretty much. So I started when I think just going on to 17, just before 16 I started. And then I just did the open again for a bit of fun. Everyone in my gym did it back home. And I ended up hurting my back when I was little. So then when I went back to it, my coaches in the gym were like, you should give this a crack, just like see how it goes. Then we started doing the open, and the next fall you make quarterfinals. And then you're like, oh, I actually am quite competitive. But I had that competitive streak anyway, because that's what I've always been in sport. So I think that comes naturally once you're in sport. So I think doing the open, as much as I was having fun, I was still like, I want to beat everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more fun when you beat everyone.
Yeah.
And then anyone can do the open at a gym, or how does it work?
Yeah, literally anyone. Like we've got guys here doing it who are in like wheelchairs. We've got older people. We got like kids. Like same as Lucy, we've got a girl right now in. She's only 13, so she can't even qualify yet, but she is unbelievable. There's another boy, same, he's only 14, but they're mega fit at that age. I was like, why didn't I get into this when I was that young?
I know, I didn't even think CrossFit was around when I was that young. It wasn't even a thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't as big.
And you then have the open, then you qualify for quarterfinals, then semi-finals, then the CrossFit Games. Is that how it works?
Well,
most of the time.
Yeah, it changes. It's from and probably same with you, Holly. From like we've started competing every single year.
It's
changed.
Oh, really?
That is probably the most like frustrating part. There's never a set season.
Yeah.
Like last year, did it go like open into semis, into in-person semis, and then online? So it was like messy. It's kind of similar going into next season though. It's like open, quarterfinals, semi-finals online, semi-finals in person.
Yeah. Well, semi-finals is online, semis is after all the in-person ones.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Whereas this year it was the opposite. So it'll be different, but it'll be good, whatever.
Yeah.
So you do an in-person competition, you do the semi-finals against each other, and then you do it online?
Yeah, so let's say you don't qualify for one of them. It's like almost like you've got another chance.
Oh, so the people that have qualified for the in-person semi-finals then can qualify for they don't do the online one as well?
And if you qualify for the games, probably not.
But then if you don't qualify at that semi-finals, you can do an online one and you get
exactly.
Second chance to qualify
to go again.
Just to check for when I get to semi-finals this year, next year, you know, just so I know I've got another chance together.
There might be all three of us in a lane beside each other.
There's running and I'm in a lane beside you, so I'm just running out the door.
Let them go.
I'm running in deadlift. I'll run home.
It's if it's some rings or a muscle up or something. I'll just stand there looking at the bar for a while. Oh man, what are you thinking, Em?
No, I'm out.
I think we should do the open this year, though.
I think you should.
I think you should.
Holly, Em's going to come and do it with you at CrossFit.
100%. Come and stay with me if you want.
Yeah.
I got spare room.
When is it? Wait, what time of year are we talking about? When's
End of
over?
February, start of March. End of February, start of March, isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
I think.
perfect.
Oh, you're home then. That's perfect.
I might be able to come for the beginning of March. I mean, is that good? That's leading up to HYROX.
HYROX
So it's
Glasgow.
perfect training.
You should
Yeah,
both
perfect
go
training.
to Glasgow.
Perfect
There you
training.
go.
You should definitely both do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm up for it.
You are kind of going in towards some more CrossFit, right?
Yeah.
We've been doing more CrossFit training. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
actually thought it would help us with our HYROX because when you're doing doubles, it's so intense. Like
Yeah.
we wanted the stimulus of feeling like absolutely done for like shooting our heart rate
Yeah.
up and then
Yeah.
coming back down, which I think like some of the CrossFit workouts really do like
Yeah.
they're so intense for shorter periods, which
Yeah.
when you actually look across to HYROX like doubles, you do tend to like really spike your heart rate and get a bit of recovery when the partner takes over. So we
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
thought we added a bit of that in and a bit of strength, and then we just wanted to be able to do some cool things. So I want to be able to do a muscle up by next year. I mean, I did say by the end of the year, and how long's left? Like 26 days. Can you learn how to do a muscle up in 26 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch this space. I got 26 days.
What's his face?
Christmas Day is the one.
It is. I'm gonna do it now. That's it. I've said
You're
it.
just gonna be in on New Year's
Eve.
Eve, ruin your whole New Year's Eve getting
Yeah.
this bloody I'm
Yeah.
getting out here.
And then you'll come along and like Emma will be holding my feet and we're just like
Crop the video from
drop
like
the
weight
video.
stuff.
Yeah. Just be me jumping with a band. But yeah, that's it. Because like it is you go into a gym and I'm sorry, like HYROX is like good as in fitness wise. I love the way it feels. I love like but you go into like you look at you girls and what you can do in a gym and like I don't know, just smashing out a bunch of ring muscle ups or like on a pegboard doing that. Like it's just cool. It just looks cool.
It is just
good.
fun stuff, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
whenever you were little, you were like, I'll never be able to walk on my hands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's like,
walking on
oh,
your
now I can do
hands.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's like yeah, it's just cool to do, isn't it? Just and then
Yeah.
put a ramp out and just like go up and down a ramp or do can you do like pirouettes on your hands and stuff like that now and all that jazz?
Yeah.
It's just got more and more complicated, hasn't it?
I know.
Like
Yeah.
Just never something straightforward and simple.
I know, because as soon as everybody can do something, they're like,
It
oh,
changes. Yeah.
let's do something else.
Like double unders. Now it's double under crossovers. And now it's going to go triple unders.
and then didn't they like one year they took it back to just doing single unders and everyone was really stubborn.
Yeah.
Hey,
No one could do it.
like you just got skipped like you did in the playground.
Yeah.
And then what about like mindset? Because talking about all those like gymnastics movements and like throwing in new movements and like maybe you've never got stuck on something, but like if you were learning to try and do a ring muscle up and it was taking like forever and you just kind of feel like you're not getting somewhere and like that's that one movement that like you're stuck with, how do you keep going and like carry on and not just throw the towel in?
I think in CrossFit, because there's usually more than one movement in a workout, it's like if one's the weaker of it, you try and almost build yourself up to get to that point and be a little bit fresher maybe, but you know you can then recover on the other movements that usually come up.
Yeah. I feel like whenever I can't get a skill or something, I always find like I'll have to go through like 4 bad sessions to get a good session and then another 4 bad sessions to get a good session and then it might be another 3 bad sessions a decent set, like you know what I mean. I feel like you've got to trust yourself that you'll be able to get the results even if like honestly for example triple unders, like I could go in and do a set like 25 30s, then the next day I'll come in and can't do 2 and it's just like having to keep going back because they're gonna string like it's the same with crossovers. Like last year I could barely do any crossovers but now it's like they're just like double unders for me, but it's just because I've failed so many times at it. You just have to keep going, I suppose.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
that like movement did come up in a workout, like how do you, I mean, Holly, you were saying like you try and use the other movements to help recover to then get it. But when you like first see it, how do you mentally like not let it be like, oh my God, I'm so shit at that. How am I going to do this?
Like daunting, kill you down a little bit.
And like kind of psych yourself out because that's probably half the battle if you go in thinking like, oh God, I'm not the best at handstand push-ups.
Yeah.
20 in there. Like, how do you deal with it?
those thoughts do creep in as much
Yeah.
as you don't want them to.
Yeah.
You try and like get rid of them as quick as they come in. Well, I try to anyway, but it is hard. And I just try
Yeah.
and think, look, I've done them in training. I can do them here. What's the difference? You just got to move a little bit quicker. That's about it.
Yeah.
Did you ever like get into a competition and then actually it clicks because like you're so focused and you're in that competition, you're like, oh, I actually did that quite well. Like, does that
Yeah, see that running workout last year in semis? I was like running in lunges. I was like, God, if I'm mid-pack, perfect. I end up coming second. I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah.
And like,
Or like,
yeah, like we hadn't even been training running because my knee was sore. So you're just like, let's just see where we're
the
at.
echo bike.
Yeah, see it works.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that was that one
Train
for
the
me.
echo bike, come
Yeah.
second in CrossFit workout. Yeah.
I mean, that's fair though, because I think I saw like something from Lucy Campbell about how she was trying to do that log like
Yeah,
whatever, and in training, like she couldn't do it, or she could do like two, and then come the like competition floor and somehow managed to like
it's like your adrenaline just takes over and you don't even
Yeah.
think about it. You just do it.
Yeah.
I remember whenever I was training for Wadapalooza at the start of this year, there was a workout with like, I think there were dumbbell snatches with a 32. And when I say I went down to Emma McQuaid's gym to like do this workout, and I could barely, like, it was awful. I barely got halfway through the workout, got time capped. And but then I like on the competition floor, I think with some of that it's just getting used to a new type of implement, and like you will get newbie gains because if you'd never practiced something or you've never done something, it might not be that it's too heavy or something. It's just that you haven't tried it before. It's not, you haven't practiced the stimulus or whatever. But on the competition floor, whenever I done it in Miami, it was like literally worlds different. So it's just, yeah, it's weird.
And what does it like you've just said about that and then like these big competitions, what's it like competing in front of like stadiums of people? Like how do you guys feel? Like do you just like go in tunnel vision, or do you like love
about on the
what, sorry?
someone's like talking about you, commentating what you're doing.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. I like the pressure. Most of the time. Yeah. It was like even in camogie back when I used to play when I was younger, I usually played better in a bigger competition stage. Like if we got to the All-Ireland final, it's usually when I would have my better games, when there's like thousands or hundreds of people watching.
Yeah.
It's weird. It just brings it out.
I feel like with sometimes whenever I go out onto like a competition floor or whatever, I don't actually notice and like anything that's going around. But I will say, like, see if you're running out onto a competition floor and it's like they're calling your name and it's just you. I feel like that's whenever I notice it all because I'm like, oh my days, like. But I feel like whenever you're running out with other people, it makes it a lot easier. But it does, like, I mean, that's what, well, everyone who's wanted to compete in CrossFit or any sport, like, that's where you're looking to go to. So it is a pretty cool feeling.
Yeah. You don't really notice it when the workout's on.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of just in your zone. But before and afterwards, that's when you kind of feel the whole thing. All the crowd and stuff.
Yeah.
Do they ever get close to you with the cameras, or do you not really see the cameras and they just zoom in?
You don't really see it. I think they're pretty far away, to be fair.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've like I always wonder how they, like, even whenever there are people on the floor, I've never seen, or well, I have seen videos, but not in CrossFit competitions that I've been to. Like the camera, like men and women are like do a really good job at staying like out of people's lanes and whatever. So like you're never bumping into them.
Because it's not like HYROX. I remember we were on the ski and they get right close to you, don't they?
Oh yeah, I started laughing.
Remember, yeah. I said, that
it?
white light's gonna make me look even paler. Me with my Irish skin.
I don't know. You had a way better tan than I did.
That's all fake, sadly.
And then, but I've got to go back to it because you've mentioned it a few times. It's an Irish game. What's the game you played?
It's called camogie. Is the girl version. So like the male version's called hurling.
Okay.
Which is probably a little bit better known.
But it's kind of like a bit like the cross? No.
Kind of. You have a stick and it's got like a big head on it and you've got like a hard ball. And you mostly play it through the air. I'm pretty sure it's the fastest field sport in the world.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So there's like
Yeah.
a 15-a-side pitch, and the post is like a H.
Yeah,
So it's like,
I think I do know what you mean. So you do like running,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
loads of
just
running.
after a ball, like
Yeah, and it's mostly sprints, to be fair, like
okay.
short sprints.
Yeah.
That's why you like running in CrossFit and not running in HYROX, short sprints.
1K sprint.
1K sprints, yeah.
That's what the first one felt like.
Uh,
I think next time you need to choose a course that isn't like 5 laps or whatever it was. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah, because
so
he tried
confusing.
us to count at one of the reps on one of the laps I went
that's
in.
so bad.
And like two of Lucy's friends were like, no, not now. And I was like, I swear I was running like this. I was like, we went by it 3 times.
Yeah.
They're like, no, it's 4. And I was like, oh my God.
And then on the last one, we done it twice on the last round, or whatever. Like, people came up to me afterwards and was like, "Oh, you done an extra lap, blah blah blah,"
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't
I have
care.
no idea.
Like, I don't like. I was like, I'm tired. Just leave me alone. Don't have time to worry about that.
I just want to get to the finish. Where's the finish?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Holly's looking for the sleds.
Yeah. I swear we finished with sleds, not wall balls.
Oh God.
Well, after that, now I'm going to ask you a serious question. See, you're so young that this, probably doesn't really count, but we're still going to go for it. So I don't know who wants to go first, but it's what message or advice would you give to your younger self or the next generation of girls growing up, or your very, very young self, Lucy?
I would say for me, you just got to go all in. If you're going to do it, go all in. Don't like half-ass it. Like when I started CrossFit, I was like, I'll do a class here or there. I'd miss a day here and there. And like now that you do it all the time, it's like you can get better so quick. So if you want to get good at it, just go all in. You're not going to lose anything. You're young enough to do it. It's like you don't need money. You just need money to live. If you're still at home with your parents and you're young enough, do it. Do it when you can. When you've
That's
got
why
not a
you
whole
stay
lot
at
of
home with your
responsibility.
parents, Holly.
Yeah.
I know I wish.
No,
Mom
joking.
and Dad, pay for me still, please.
Just rip off your mum and dad. That's my
Just
my
the
advice.
easy one.
Go to the gym.
I would say for me, because I started doing it whenever I was so young and whatever, I never it never felt like a chore to me to go to the gym for hours or whatever. And I would say if you are like, I don't know, 13, 14, 15 now, and it does feel like that, I would say honestly you're probably not in your sport, which is completely fine, because it will just get miserable, because as you get older the training only gets harder and more intense. So if you don't like it now, there's no point in sticking. Well, that's a lie. Maybe, I don't know, maybe stick to it if you want to.
Yeah.
But there's no point in doing something you don't love, because I think you'll know if you genuinely love it and training and getting better. And like, I still love going into the gym. Like, I wake up every day and I'm like, I'm just like, how did I get to do this? It's unreal. But I would also say just to make sure, just say yes to opportunities. Like, I feel like I was so scared of, I don't know, being cringy or whatever when I was younger, and I still am now, don't get me wrong, but nobody really cares. Like, that's the beauty of it. No one actually cares. And yeah, just say yes more as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that. All of that's good advice. And I think like you said, like go for it, go all in, and like not care what other people think. And then you probably, with like all those 3 bits of advice, if you took all 3 on, you would probably go quite far.
Yeah. I think for us, like
it.
even doing like a HYROX, because CrossFit's such an individual sport, doing it for HYROX was such good fun, because you're getting to compete with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As opposed, well, yeah, it's very, I guess it can be quite a lonely sport. Like, you go to a gym and train with other people, but it's all individual, like competition, isn't it? And results, like,
yeah.
And I think that's the thing that so many people have loved about HYROX, is that you can do it like in a doubles or like in a relay, and you can like with it and do it with a friend or or, whoever, and it's like quite nice to bring people together. When I'm just going to ask one more thing. When you first went into it, was it just to have some fun and enjoy it? Like,
yeah.
You take CrossFit so seriously?
it literally was for a bit of fun, wasn't it? And then
Yeah,
now we're kind
definitely.
of like, it's fun, but we can still get a better time.
Yeah, we're too far in it now
Yeah.
to just do it for fun, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yeah. Oh, that's so
Competitive. You can only do it for fun once the first time, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, the first workout was fun, and then we just need to win everything.
Yeah.
oh no, I love it. Well, hopefully we see you team up again soon.
100%.
Yeah.
But where can people follow your journeys and find out more about what you're doing in the CrossFit world and maybe the HYROX world now?
Well,
Yeah.
oh, sorry.
Go on, you go.
My Instagram's Lucy.McGonigle, just on Instagram.
Same as me. I'm Holly_Tynan 2000.
Perfect. And Holly, you're Aberdeen. You train at CrossFit Aberdeen.
I do.
Lucy, what gym, or do you just train in your
Oh
own?
no, well, I train in CrossFit Resplendent and another gym called HQ Fit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Which city?
Oh, like Newton Ards and Bangor.
There you go, Ireland.
Which is in
Yeah.
Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
I don't know where that is, but there you go.
Northern Ireland. Yeah.
You said
Yeah.
Northern Ireland.
Popping over.
Just some random
People
city.
know where you are.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you girls jumping on, making the time for us, and chatting about all things CrossFit and HYROX.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
thanks for having us.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. And thanks everyone for listening.